Hello there, dear business owner, founder, or maybe a marketer. Happy to have you here. I'm recording this video just to help you get along a little bit with the workshop. A quick intro. I will try not to get this too long. So first of all, this workshop is kind of an evolution of what we saw in the book Traction. And the template that was prepared by Julian Peters, and a shout out to Julian for creating the original one. The reason why I decided to create an update is because Traction was written in 2011, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of years have passed and a lot of things have changed, and I think it deserves an update because it just is a really good framework, a really good system to find the best marketing channels. So without further ado, on the template you also find a toolbox like a timer, but if you are here you Miro probably, so I do not have to explain it. So I'm just giving it here so it's more comfortable. The whole workshop is divided into 3 stages, and from a big tip that I can get is always establish a facilitator within your team. If you are alone, yes, you can also do it alone. Yeah, just remember that you are very biased in terms of yourself, your findings, etc., etc. So be wary of those biases. So the first step to finding the best marketing channels available in the process that I do with my customers is always analyze all the available ecosystems that we have. And I allowed myself to divide them into the ones that you see over here. Then dividing them, I also decided to list out some of the channels. Of course, we can go even deeper, and that depends if you decide to go deeper, if you think that this is relevant. Usually, it's because of the volume of customers and the statistics. Because when, for example, Meta, Facebook, you can then decide, you break it down into even smaller parts, like different types of ads, different types of engagements, etc., etc. But then the list will have probably 150 records. So over here, you've got 42 channels that I identified as the most relevant. And the first step, the first part of the workshop is for you to decide the relevance of the channels in your setting. To do so, ask yourself and your team 3 questions. Is this channel relevant to our industry? Is this channel used by our competition? And this is important because I'm trying to get you to at least look at your competitors, because I know a lot of you just do not do it. So I hope to push you into this direction to do a complete research of what your competitors are doing, on what channels are they operating on. And then a very important question as well: is this channel relevant to our audience? Yeah, so if you're selling hardware, B2B hardware, something like that, TikTok is probably not the best place to be, as we say. But who knows? Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it actually is so counterintuitive that it's a good idea to be there. So from the first stage, you choose the 10 channels that you feel are the most relevant in your setting, and then move those sticky notes to the column that you see over here. And now comes the evaluation part. Now you've got a little bit more questions, and what I recommend, of course, you can discuss each channel within the group and discuss each and every answer. Uh, there's nothing wrong with it. It will just take a lot of time. So what I propose is having a facilitator. First of all, ask everybody that is conducting the workshop to choose and rank the answers based on the question. So, what do you feel is the customer acquisition cost for this channel? Sorry, not what you feel, but what you can research with AI. That is a very good, because this is not precise yet. Yeah, but you can ask AI, what is the average customer acquisition cost for a health tech hardware startup, etc. It's selling to those people. And so AI has the data, so you can just check it, you can just verify it. And as I said, this is not yet scientific. This is just, so to say, gut feeling supported by AI. And other questions are rather self-explanatory. Maybe customer volume, I'll just say, because it's also our high-ranking one. How many potential clients is within this channel? How, because this will have an impact on how scalable it is. There are some channels that are absolutely amazing, but there's only 5 people there, for example. So you have to do it also based on your knowledge of your industry and your product. And then if you rank all of them, you summarize everything divided by the contestants, by the participants, then you will have the three highest scoring ones. And then comes the facilitator. Discuss if those are really the best ones. Provoke a discussion where maybe there was a channel where some people just added 2 and other people added 10. So you have to, as a facilitator, you have to establish where those differences come from. And based first on research, based on gut feeling, based on the scoring, you can move the three best channels to the next stage. I think I forgot about one question. I'll just go over here. There's one. Yeah. Think about two elements. Think about how easy it will be to come up with ideas for this channel. So this is like if any ideas on how to use a particular channel just pop up to your head automatically, it's probably, it's worth consideration because you know that you will have a lot of good ideas. But then again, if there's a channel that you are struggling to find even one and you're thinking for 5 minutes, so that's probably not a very good idea. And also think of the skill set and expertise. Be sure that you either have the internal expertise to utilize each channel, or it's easy to find such expertise via outsourcing. Yeah, so again, coming back to the three best channels. Over here, the most important thing is to have test criteria and success criteria. So you decide how will you test the channel and how long will the test be concluded. What is the expected outcome? So what we will consider a success when it comes to this channel. What are the measurements like? And I've got some of the marketing measure most popular ones, but of course there's many more to be considered. Those are just examples, and you need to find the example that is relevant both to you, your company, your product, and the channel. And yeah, as I said, success criteria. And yeah, after that, you have decided on three channels that you will test. Probably one or two of them will be outperforming the others, and this will give you a good starting point to explore further. You will have one good channel, and again, you can always come back to it, find other channels, discuss on other channels. You can do this workshop every quarter if you like, because as we know, I don't want to say a cliche, but yeah, the technology is changing very rapidly, so it's good to be up to date. Yeah, that's it. I don't want to make it too long. I hope this video helps. I hope this workshop helps. Best of luck finding the best channels for you, and as a founder to other founders, good luck, guys.